Very important thing is that you are not asking for the hint from the
Okay.
interviewer at the right time. You are just going on solving it, and we have taken nearly half an hour and so for solving one problem it's alone. So, like I was mentioning, that we will be using this interview pad for all the DSA related questions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's start with the quick introduction. So myself, Shubham Madheysia, I graduated from IIT Roorkee, and then I worked in couple of startup and MNCs as a software engineer. I have primarily worked on the front end side, having a good knowledge on the React primarily, and yeah, a good on the problem solving skills as well. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can give a small brief about yourself.
So my name is Arun Pandey, as you know, and I am currently pursuing B.Tech in Computer Science from Ganga College of Technology. And I am a good problem solver. Yeah, I can say means I am a good problem solver, but is beginner in that field. Not
Hmm.
so much expert type, but yeah. And apart from that, I have 88.8 percentage in 12th. In 10th, I have 93.33 percentage. And
Hmm.
apart from that, my engineering degree started. As my degree started, I learned core Java, and as I knew that to solve any problem, we need strong knowledge of data structures and algorithms. So I learned that, and after that I gradually moved on to this HTML, CSS, and JS part. And uh, and for backend technology I learned Node.js and Express.js, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So, when you say about the projects that you have done, which has been your major project, and like what all, when I say the major one, that what all the technical complexities it has covered.
Okay. So when I started learning this Node.js part, I made a weather app. It is basically an app that fetches real-time weather of any location that we provide. And for in that app, I use Mapbox API to geocode the location into longitudes, and use that latitude and longitude to forecast data uh, using open weather map API.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically used two APIs in it, and for front end part used handlebars that made it easy, and simple HTML, CSS, and JS, and Express.js is used to launch it on the server side.
Okay, okay. And anything that you want to talk about this note taking app?
In Note taking app was it's basically a command line interface type of app, and yeah, it's beginner friendly, because when I just started this Node.js, it doesn't have anything other than Node.js. So when I just started working with Node.js, I made this. It usually allots, if we want to create any new task, it does it. We can mark it as complete, or we can just remove it. The basic things are there in this.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that sounds really good. Maybe we can start with the DSA part. Okay.
Yeah.
So I hope you can see what I'm typing on the screen, right?
Yeah.
The idea is that we will be having a string, and a string
Okay.
will be having any combination of opening or closing braces. Okay. The idea is to find the longest valid parenthesis set.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, this is one valid and this is
Okay.
another valid. Now
Okay.
in this case, my output will be 6, because this is my, like, I need the length. This is this part.
Okay.
You're getting it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
we have to implement this function, but before coming to this function, let's discuss about the approach. Like what is the approach that you have in have you in the mind, and how we can solve it.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this, what I was thinking that if I'll loop from here till from 0 to n basically, that is length.
Okay.
And if I just get a opening parenthesis, I uh, let's get let's have any val function, maybe val variable, and if I get opening parenthesis, I just add 1 to the val. It is present in the hash map, means hash map dot contains this val, means it is obvious that it has become 0 or it is initially 0, means in this case +1 -1 and +1 and -1, that became 0.
Mm-hmm.
The
Do you
problem.
really need a hash map here? Because your val will be 0 in the first 4 iteration.
Yeah. Or
Right.
not. Problem doesn't lies there. Problem is that when I also have +1 over here and +1 over here.
Okay, so rather than keeping this in the start, the first element. So rather than keeping it that way, don't you think that we can keep a number there?
uh, how?
So rather than that four opening and closing braces, can we have a 4
4
as a
open.
string? Yeah, four kept there because we found a valid parenthesis of length 4. And then next when we get a set of parentheses, valid parentheses, and a number on the previous
Yeah.
part, that we
Yeah.
can merge it. You getting what I'm saying?
Okay. So
Okay, I think we have taken enough time.
yeah.
Let's move to the next question because it's not going even in correct direction as well. Here we want to look for the first missing positive
Hmm.
number
Yeah.
in array. So what I mean by that is that if I'm given the array of 2, 3, and 4, then the output should be 1. That one is
Okay.
missing here. So let's discuss the approach. Forget about the code part. Let's discuss the
Mhm.
approach, how we can solve this.
So basically, I just create an array, and is the numbers fixed in this, means
It will be unsorted array.
cons okay.
It will be
So
unsorted array. It could have duplicacy. It could have negative numbers. Anything will be possible.
okay, positive number. So let's just sort this array and just traverse through it, and when I get to know that here is, means if it is a negative number, I just skip it. If it's a positive number and it is not present over there, means after 1 there would be 2, and if it is not there and next number is might be it's 3, so I'll just print it up.
So can we try to make use of the existing array itself to
Yeah.
find the first missing one? Like no need to go for the next. Basically, no need for using a new array or new
Yeah.
map and so on. You can make use of the existing one itself. Try to modify and try to see like how you can uh, like make the changes in the existing array to improve the space complexity.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think then that's it from my side. You have any questions to ask?
uh, what if I ask you about my feedback?
Yeah, I think for a quick one, I can say that there are lot many aspects you have to work upon because when I will see about the other candidates and I will see your overall interview, I
Okay.
will be having much more preference over the other candidates. There are multiple reasons. I will like first of all this fluctuating screen is even another that can be irritating point for the interviewer as well. The
Yeah.
second very important thing is that you are not asking for the hint on the
Okay.
interviewer at the right time. You are just going on solving it, and we have taken nearly half an hour and so for solving one problem it's alone.
Yeah.
Expectation from an interview is to have a two DSA question covered.
Okay.
Just wanted one feedback about the mock interview. Do you find it helpful conducting the mock interviews and all? Do you find this helpful?
It was very much helpful. Means I just get my position.
Yeah, and even when it comes to the computer science knowledge also, then also you are lacking on many areas. So that is another
Yeah.
issue. So just work on these because, like I mentioned, that someone having knowledge on most of the segment will be a much preferable candidate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Chalo. Thanks, man. Thanks for time.
Thank, thank you.